Hey, how are you? It's a beautiful rainy morning and I'm feeling a lot better. Wearing something really festive because I can, and I think it'll bring a lot of cheer to everyone that I'm in meetings with today. So today I had a burning message for you that came to me last night and then again in the morning after my meditation, and I'm calling it the Story of Mukesh. So Mukesh is a name that we gave to one of the many plants that we've been buying. Since the COVID era, we've been starting a flower garden, a potted plant, flowering plant or decorative plant garden, in addition to the vegetable garden. So Mukesh is a creeping plant. He's purple. He has this beautiful velvety leaves, and he likes to go horizontally. So when we got him, we repotted him into a slightly bigger pot, and we put him in the porch, in the balcony, in the shade, under one of our tables. And he was thriving, and he was going directly like this. He was completely horizontal, and he needed something to creep on. So one day we took him and we put him in a different spot in our garden in the front yard. And then a few days later, when I was leaving the house, I noticed that he was almost dead. He had wilted, and he was sort of drooping. He was extremely dry, and his stems were really hard. And we realized that we had put him in harsh, direct sunlight, and he couldn't handle it. He preferred the shade. And so I grabbed him, and I put him under our curry leaf tree for more shade. However, he was still, after a few days, still looked the same. He looked like he was dead. My dad, who's the master gardener, I'm not a gardener, I don't have the skills, but I can be taught. So my dad took him and decided to transplant him into two pots using the cutting method. So he planted two bits of Mukesh that were still looking alive. One was the root bit and one was the shoot bit. There was one bit at the very end that looked like it was still alive. So he transplanted Mukesh, split him into two, so now we have Mukesh 1 and Mukesh 2. We put him back on the balcony. Within a few days I noticed that he started to perk up, and now he's got new shoots coming out, and now there's actually 2 plants per Mukesh. So Mukesh 1 has 2 plants and Mukesh 2 has 2 plants. So we have 2 pots with 2 Mukeshes each. And so it was really telling, this analogy, this example to me about when we are planted, the location really matters, the nutrients really matter, the love and the care really matter. And if we get moved into an environment that's toxic for us, like harsh sunlight that we're not adapted for, or that's not healthy for us, we have to move. We have to get up and move into a more conducive environment, into a more loving environment. And we need to get the right nutrients, we need to adapt our circumstances as much as possible. And plants, they cannot do that. So plants are really superior. They have to adapt wherever they are. They can't just move. But in our case, we were able to move Mukesh to get him into the right conditions again so he could thrive. And now he's thriving. And I was thinking about this for us, for humans, when we're in the wrong environment, where it's toxic, harsh, we don't thrive. We don't do very well. We need to be moved into an environment that's going to be more conducive for our flourishing. So if you are not flourishing, look around. Do you need the right kind of human nutrients? Do you need more encouragement and more love and more compassion? Are you surrounded by toxic energy? Do you need to move? Like Mukesh, we had a neighbor who moved to Fiji for work, and then he was just so sick for months. And he went back home to his native country, and within a week he was better. Sometimes we really get homesick and we need the right people around us. We need our family, we need love. And so, today and every day, when you think about what's important in your environment, your social environment, your physical environment, your professional environment, what do you need to thrive, to flourish? Life is short, so move yourself into the right position where you can be your best. That's it from me today. I'll be back with you tomorrow. And think about this. Are you flourishing? And what's the right condition for you to flourish? What's the right environment for you? Create that. Make that happen for yourself. You deserve it. Love you. Bye.